lacrosse friends. Welcome to day 2 of the K+S Potash 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships here in Saskatoon. Tonight, a huge game for two teams. The Iroquois looking to bounce back from a 26-9 drubbing to Canada and get on the right side. They have reinforcements. On the other side, the U.S. looking to beat an Iroquois team for the first time in their history. I'm Stephen Stamp with Tanner Fetch. We'll have it all for you right after this. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. Here we are at the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. I am Stephen Stamp, joined by Tanner Fetch, and a big night for both of these teams. And the Iroquois are really hoping that the 6 guys who came in arrived about midnight last night are going to make a big difference for them, especially in the second half of this game against an athletic American team.
Yeah, that's a big thing when you're short guys, a short bench, a little bit of fatigue played a role in last night's tough loss to Canada, but the troops have arrived, and hopefully that can make a difference. And obviously USA, traditionally a field game and field mentality, so we'll see how the USA guys do inside the box.
And the U.S. does have more guys probably than they've ever had in a box team who have box experience. That could make a big difference as well. We'll be back with all the action. But first, let's take a look at our players to watch in this game. Kyle Worsley for the U.S. from Maryland. He is a very talented player. He is stoked to be here. I had a chat with him before the game, and he's pretty fired up. These guys are excited to play.
Yeah, the coach had nothing but good things to say about him. Obviously, he's going to be the guy that's going to be a threat on both sides of the floor, if I'm not mistaken, as a transition guy.
Power play, penalty kill, everything.
Up,
he'll be all
down,
over
as
the
they
floor.
Described it, yeah. Should be pretty exciting. And on the other side?
On the other side, we have a legacy player. David Anderson took about 35 face-offs last night. Yeoman service. I don't know how he got through it. I talked to him last night on the way to the arena today, and he said, yeah, it was pretty tiring. He is also the grandson of the legendary, the all-time great Gaylord Powless, and you know, that's pretty cool to have that legacy here in this tournament.
Yeah, it really is, and he's a tremendous young athlete. It goes beyond the lacrosse arena and the history of the Powless family name, but he's also a 4th overall draft pick in the OHL by the London Knights, so he's definitely physical, athletic, and somebody to be watching for.
We've got all the action right after this here at the K+S Potash 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. Friends, welcome. Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the K+S Potash 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships here at the SaskTel Centre in Saskatchewan. I am Stephen Stamp, joined by Tanner Fetch, and we're pretty fired up for this game that we think is going to be a great game between the Iroquois on our right there in the black with the purple trim, going right to left. At the other end of the floor, circling in their crease, are the United States wearing their white with the blue and red trim. And we mentioned last night, first of all, pretty sharp uniforms in the U.S. Yes. No exception to that.
Yeah, uncommon fit, again, making these beautiful uniforms here. I wouldn't mind snagging one of each one, but I don't know if they have extras.
I don't know. I don't think so. But Uncommon Fit is the official jersey supplier of the IIJL and K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship. And we are really stoked about this one. This is big. I mean, Iroquois last night, as we mentioned, had 10 runners, 11 runners in the second half. They have a full complement tonight, and there's going to be a big difference. Some of the players that have come in for them, include Blaze White, who is a lethal scorer, a lefty wearing number 4 up front. Nongo Thompson is a big lefty defender for them. They've got some other players that have come in. One is Tyler Armstrong. He's wearing number 42. Or sorry, he's wearing, what is Tyler Armstrong wearing? What is he? I thought I saw him wearing 42.
Yeah, 71 it says.
71, Tyler Armstrong, who is playing defense, a big strong guy, but he was actually a backup goalie for the Iroquois at the World Field Lacrosse Championships. Won a bronze medal with that team.
That was in Israel.
That was in Israel.
Yep.
Just got back. I just got back. He just got back a couple weeks ago, and we are underway. The face-off win by the U.S. Expect them to come out fast and hard and excited and play with more box lacrosse acumen than we have seen. Oh, that's an over and back right there. That's just a mistake by Kanan Francis. He was not here last night, and he is getting used to these NLL rules that we are playing. It is 4 15-minute quarters, the over and back. They have 10 seconds to get across center, not 8. There are no replay challenges. Otherwise, it is like an NLL game. There's a first shot.
Ooh.
That one ripped by Michael Guerin, but goes a little bit wide. It is scooped up. Guerin's going to get it back. Can't quite handle the bounce pass, but gets it. They go down low. Worsley, that's Kyle Worsley trying to back in. Our player to game flicks it over to Guerin. That shot was blocked in front, and the shot clock will expire. Quick breakout right up. Oh, and they try to connect on the run, but Troy Lauder can't quite corral the pass. And here comes the U.S. alternate captain, Cameron Egan, sprinting up the floor. And you'll see this. The U.S. will push the pace. They love to run. They're going to get it across to Christopher Campbell. He'll hand it back over to Colby Lansing. And Lansing, little toe drag, tries to go through, and he is teed up. Big hit there from Levi Topism. And here come the Iroquois. That's Nongo Thompson. He takes his first shot of the game, and he gets one stopped there by the starting goaltender for the U.S. Joseph Laforme plays for the Seneca War Chiefs in the First Nations Junior B Lacrosse League. He'll actually be heading off to the Founders Cup after this tournament, where I'm heading Monday. Fly out, get the car from the park and fly, and drive straight to Akwesasne.
That's perfect, exciting.
I know.
Be back to back. This is your preparation.
This is it, yeah. I'll know how they're doing. Here comes the U.S. again. Michael Fricke gets it across. There's Guerin. Big hit from Topism.
Wow.
Topism's laying the body. Topism, who plays for the Saskatchewan SWAT in the Rocky Mountain Junior B League. He's been known to get pretty fired up.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get physical.
Looks like Callan Curry going out the back door. It's interesting. He was playing, as most of the Iroquois were last night, all over the floor. Here's their first offensive set, and they're going to have their first shot and their first goal. An outside rip by Ethan Kennedy. Another Saskatchewan pickup, and he fires one home.
Yeah, that one from just inside the restraining line. A rocket of a shot. Only 12 minutes here, 3 minutes into the first quarter here. The nice pass. Lots of time and space there. Kind of trickled in though, just beat the goaltender Joseph Laforme on the short side between the post and his shins.
And that was you could see the American defender coming, running over, closing fast, but not getting there in time. And that's something that is the real challenge when you don't have the box lacrosse experience and haven't had a chance to develop your box IQ, is being on guys quickly, because you'll see what the Americans are so athletic. They have such a wide range of athletic players that they can play one-on-one D. They can stay with you.
Yep.
It's when they're trying to slide, when they're trying to learn the nuances and where they need to be and when they need to get there. And you can see the defender just a split second late there. And that's exactly why they come to this kind of tournament. Randy Fraser was saying, hey, we don't have a lot of guys with a lot of experience, but over half the club has played some box in the Baltimore Indoor League, like Kyle Worsley, or in the Colorado College League. And that's an over and back as well. It's just another mistake. That one by Owen Martin.
And the more and more that the U.S. come to these tournaments, the better they'll get. That's the result. Yeah. Obviously, they're improving, right?
And they want to make history. They're not here to try and be close or look like they can compete. They want to win a game.
Oh, yeah.
They want to win the tournament.
That's the end goal,
Here's a drive by Wells.
Start with the game at hand, and they score.
Nice job.
From deep in the high slot.
Getting physical, and Kyle Worsley just has a look and is going to ignore Troy Lauder, as well he should. A little chirp as he goes.
Troy's just following him around all the way up to center. Here's the replay. Nice crease dive action, but the ball bobbles loose and then it's picked up in the high slot.
Very alert play by Wiles to get out of the crease, except I think his hand was in it.
It's tough to tell from that angle with the goaltender there. But great awareness. The black and purple jerseys ended up getting sucked in towards the loose ball, and that created that opening to shoot around the screen from way downtown. We're tied at 1.
And here comes a chance right off the break for David Anderson. We were saying in the opening, he is the grandson of the late, great Gaylord Powless, one of the greatest players ever. And here comes the U.S. immediately pushing the pace. First penalty of the game. Not much question as Liam Nolan just clamped on and dragged Michael Fricke down to the turf. And the U.S. will go to the power play.
Yeah, that was a pretty clear one up near the head. Pushing down sort of on the top of the shoulder pad, shoulder cap area. And it's going to be an interesting look here for U.S. going on the power play. Here's another look right up around the neck and head area.
Well, and he's pushing on the backside. He also had the stick hooked around the front of the shoulder. It was kind of levering him over. We're both demonstrating what he was doing. You just saw it. But penalty puts the U.S. up a man. And there is Worsley at the top. And like that, he buries it, and they are fired up. We told you they're fired up. Look how excited they are
from downtown Saskatoon. What a nice shot from...
and here we go. Punches being thrown.
The officials trying to break it up here.
Is that Louder still going after him? No, that time it's Nongo Thompson.
And that's tough. Trading off a D guy for an offensive guy who just scored 2 goals. I think that's kind of the game plan there. Nice shot.
Oh, love that pull to get it past Cecil Jacobs just on the near side.
I think Cecil Jacobs wishes he could have another crack at that one just because it snuck by him and there was no one really blocking his vision. So
yeah, it's positioning though, right? He just wasn't where he
just
was
a half
off
step off
his
angle,
far.
right? Yeah. So that's one mulligan he would like. 2-1 now. USA is up.
So if you've been watching box lacrosse in Canada all summer, and you're used to it being 4-on-4 with offset with matching minors or coincidental minors, we don't do that here under these NLL rules. We will go with 5-on-5, and those players will have to sit until the first stoppage after their 2 minutes expires. And that almost a pitchfork, because it wasn't actually an intended one. I think that Cameron Wilt was just trying to flip the ball to his teammate and pitchforked an Iroquois player in the face.
That would have been a nice little flip because it would have been alone to go to the goal for the USA, but
just didn't get through. There's a quick goal, and the Iroquois goes straight down. And Blaze White he's a sniper.
Yeah, he definitely is. He used his size there as well to get inside. Nice pick, roll, and then beats the goaltender again with that far side motion and then coming back towards the short side with the twister as he's flying through the air. Photo finish on that one. And again, we're 4 minutes in and there's already 4 goals, so that's a goal every minute, lots of action.
So we're expecting a 30-30 tie and go to overtime.
Sounds good to me. I'm sure the fans would love it.
Some defense,
yeah.
Fricke comes up with that loose ball. Big, strong kid, and he's going to use that size to get the net, but the ball slips out of his stick. It's grabbed, but that's a crease violation. No, they didn't call it a crease violation.
Good shot.
Giving them a little liberty with the crease here tonight.
Yeah. Let the boys play, they say.
Let them play in the crease, though. Great pass down low, and the bouncer, Tyler Brown, finds the far side just inside the post, and we maintain our goal a minute pace.
Yeah, back-to-back action. That was a nice give and go tic-tac-toe here. You'll see that feed from up top down low and just puts it down near the ankles.
If there's one thing that Tyler Brown can do well and likes to do, it's score goals.
Yep.
He loves to shoot the ball. You'll see how much he enjoys this one. 3-2 for the Iroquois.
You won't score if you don't shoot, right? It's the guys that shoot a lot end up scoring the most goals, obviously.
U.S. comes up with the ball off the face-off, or do they?
Loose
now bouncing along the board, still going. Anderson in there trying to come up with it, but Martin had it for a second. Saw that little chop on the hip too, by Kanan Francis.
A little love tap.
Yeah. And David Anderson comes up with it, sprints up. Oh, big swinging wrap check that got around the throat. That was the stick of Joseph Napolitano, who's a second-team All-American LSM in Adelphi, and they have sprung the ball loose and sprung a man loose. Oh, big save, though. The chance there for Ferris Berg, a Long Valley, New Jersey native.
This is honestly the most physical game I've seen so far here at the World Lacrosse Junior Championship.
Well, early especially, right? Like things tend to ramp up a bit later. We saw that. I mean, it's only the second game, but the Canada Iroquois took a while to get going. Gray Eyes with the pass across, connected, but the shot was missed by Kane and Francis. But they get it back, and just like that, it's 4-2. Goals continue to come fast and furious. Tyler Brown again.
Here it is, another look. Picks it up off the glass, off the backboards, and a little flip. And all alone, Tyler Brown, who showed up halfway through the game yesterday.
Well, he was here, he just didn't have any gear. And the thing, I actually asked, for anyone who's wondering why he didn't just borrow some gear, because his went to Calgary and then had to be brought in. Another over and back by the Iroquois. They're just not getting the hang of that.
No.
But the big thing was his knee brace was in the bag.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about with
last night. So he didn't have you don't want to go out and risk your safety.
No.
Here is Worsley, flips it over. And Camden Smith will move it in. That ball gets loose, but they corral it back. 30s have gone on the fritz again, the 30-second clock, so we have the official counting. There's a broken stick on the floor, but it's a U.S. stick, so the Iroquois are okay defensive-wise. Hustling across to grab that ball is Fricke. Little stutter step and a bounce shot, short armor. But that one went wide from Nicholas Geneva. And the Iroquois will take possession. Kristen Tinker.
The U.S. are getting a lot of looks here on the offensive side of the ball. They're not looking outmatched whatsoever here so far in this first quarter.
Absolutely, they're staying right in it. They're gonna need some stops. There's one.
Almost two in the same goal.
Yeah, Joseph Laforme almost got another one right back on him. He does play for the Seneca War Chiefs, so he is an experienced box across goalie, and they're going to need him to really step up. That's a 10-second count with the forecheck pressure from the Iroquois. The behind-the-back pass from Marshall Powless. He loves that BTB, almost connected there with Aaron Gray Eyes, who was right neck and neck. We ended up going with Tyler Brown for our player of the game, and we kind of thought after, maybe we should have gone with Aaron Gray Eyes, because Tyler Brown had the advantage of resting in the first half.
Yeah, comes out with fresh legs in the second half.
But he did give them a spark, but Gray Eyes was fantastic last night. Terrific athlete. Callan Curry was very good. The shot ripped from the outside by Blaze White, but it goes well wide, and it's snagged on the rebound by Ferris Berg. Moves her across to Fricke. Nice shot.
Scores.
Squeezes it through. Take it over.
I get excited up here, Stamper.
I know. That was a nice shot, and Cecil Jacobs gets a bit of it, and then the ball just squeaks over the line.
Yeah. It was really on this transition right off the bench. Fresh legs. The Iroquois couldn't change fast enough, and he kind of puts that bouncer down between the legs. Really cocks it back there, right in the high slot area. That's a prime scoring area for the USA so far.
It's interesting with these long change boxes. As you look at the floor across, you can see the change boxes extend into the offensive zones past the restraining lines, which is quite unusual. And here is the Iroquois with the ball and a break right to the net. The low pass gets away. An attempted pass by Nongo Thompson couldn't quite connect with Kyron Sunday. Now we'll have a battle along the boards. And you think of it though as when you have the change box in your offensive end, that you can get an edge, get a run into that box. But if you think about it, there's a chance. Nongo Thompson scores. Well, it wouldn't be a minute in this game if we didn't have a goal.
Yeah. As you're trying to describe some of the change box areas, there's going to be a goal, probably 2, 3, 4 goals before we get done that segment.
It's 5-3 Iroquois after a beauty, again on his offside.
Nice physical scrum down here by both sides. But the Iroquois are able to pull it out, and all alone, untouched there. Kind of a defensive breakdown for the Americans here in the slot. Is
both
someone
in the
needs
slot
to be
and
on
along the boards where the White came out with it and nobody pressured him. And he made a pretty simple pass into the cutting Thompson.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, when you have that long box in your defensive zone, you can just get into that end of the box. If you're running to the bench, as long as you're in that box, the guy can go. So that can be an advantage there. Big hit, a collision, as Berg ran into his man. That shot goes wide. It'll be snagged up there by Drew Heisler. Heisler looked around for the outlet pass. It wasn't there, so he's just going to run into the offensive zone and join the offensive set. They need one more player out there. He's coming now. Shot clocks are running. We're down to 16 on it for the U.S.
And the Iroquois had 6 guys on the floor, and the U.S. had 4. It's kind of an odd number.
Sidearm shot scores. Colby Lensing lets it fly, and I think that one fooled Jacobs because I think there's a bit of a stick-on-stick check that changed the angle and the speed of that one.
It's kind of an underhand sidearm release here. Let's take another look. Almost at the restraining line at the top of the circles. That underhand shot around the defender that was standing in front of him. As you can see, there's a little bit of traffic in front of Cecil, which again makes it hard as a goaltender to track the ball.
Yeah, and actually there was no contact. Lensing just got a great shot as Jacobs was coming from his right to his left. Left that trail leg to stop a low shot, but Lensing went with the low bouncer that came up just enough to get over the leg of Jacobs. And here come the U.S. again. Oh, great play.
Ooh.
Not quite the finish there for Nicholas Geneva, but beautiful pass by Brian Wiles. Great patience. Oh, and they missed the pass. Fricke wants that one back because he had a wide open lane to the net and was thinking shot before he even had the ball. There's a low shot that Jacobs turns aside. Ball is loose and Worsley's after it. Can't get it though. It will be the Iroquois coming up with it and Nongo Thompson. I hope I'm doing that pretty well. I talked to him at the hotel before we came on the bus. I rode on the Iroquois bus here. And it's N-O-N-K-O-N, Nongo. And I hope that's pretty good. I hope it's okay. Tyler Brown, nice spinning check. Great rusty gate, and away we go. Joseph Napolitano. Saved though by Jacobs, who's gonna roll right back out to Lensing. Lensing will throw it down low.
Yeah, they had numbers, but it's a smart decision as he goes for the dunk though.
Smart decision to wait for about 3 seconds.
That's what I was gonna say, wait for his reinforcements to come off the bench, but.
There's Guerin running through the middle, clear some space for Fricke, who uses it and ties it up. We're coming up to 10 minutes, so we have our 10th goal, 5-5. We're not losing that pace, 60 goals. I'm calling it right now.
You're calling it?
Under.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm not calling it.
You're calling it. There it is here. Comes, peels around the top into that high slot area where they have been finding success, and they're putting it down low. That's also where they're finding that success here on the goaltender with those bounce shots down near the ankles, and this one finds the 5-hole and tickles the twine.
With a, you get so much joy out of saying tickles the twine that I laugh every time.
It's my version of lacrosse, friends.
There you go. Cameron Welch passes it off. There's Fricke. He goes to the turf. Just kind of falling and wound up taking a stick to the face as he fell, and a stick came across from Kyron Sunday. With no penalty and a good call there.
Oh, yeah.
Now that one's a hold.
And no
then
call.
He gets away with it. Wilt will run around. Oh, sorry, Brian Wiles. That is. To Worsley, out to Guerin. They set a couple of picks to open up space for him. Thought he actually had a lane inside instead of going right over the top. They've got 10 to shoot. They'll do so. That one's wide. It's going to be an over and back.
Oh, no.
Egan Mills is going to hustle back. Oh, did he stop?
Yep, he did. Oh. He started to go towards the bench.
Oh.
Made the same
Shades
mistake
of
we
Callan
saw
Curry.
Callan Curry in last night's matchup.
Rub it in on Callan Curry, but it was just so funny that he had the over and back, just put the ball down right by center and ran to the bench.
And give them a breakaway, yeah.
Basically gave them a penalty shot.
Yeah.
There's a rip from the outside, but Keenan Francis can't find his mark. There'll be another over and back. This time, not a mental error, but almost a mental error as Keenan Francis swung at that ball. And if he'd knocked it down the floor, that should have been called delay of game. Don't know if it would have been. Lensing with it. Geneva goes down low. Lensing had the ball but had it stripped. Nice pick off by Francis. Well, big swinging chop by Campbell.
Lumberjack.
Oh, heavy twister. Francis goes end to end. Then the ball is snagged there by Anthony Tanzi. He'll hand it off, and here comes Alexi Fozzi. Is that a braid hanging down the back, or is that just a Fozzie?
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dig the braids. I don't know. I just think they look good when you're running around and it's flying out behind you.
It's a Lyle Thompson and Jeremy Thompson look.
And Heine Thompson and Miles Thompson.
It's all the Thompsons.
Yeah.
They actually sold a lot of Thompson shirts that had
I have one.
with the ponytail on the back.
The tee that's with the braid on the front and then just the braid on the back. Absolutely, they're very cool. I've got the black one. It's great. Penalty coming.
Yep.
Let you know the K Plus S Potash Canada is proud to be the title sponsor of the 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship in Saskatoon, Canada's national game since 1895. So the U.S. going to the power play. Penalty to Troy Lauder.
So here's another look at the penalty. And it's just a
It's just
interference
an open
in the middle
floor
of no
cross
man's
check with
land.
nobody near. And I think that's frustration because he just got hit in the leg with a shot. To be honest, that hurts. And it doesn't feel good, and he had to take it out on somebody.
You know from experience.
Oh, I've been hit everywhere I'm out interviewing. Worsley drops the ball, gets it back. Skip pass. Guerin's going to let it rip. That one bounces off the foot of Jacobs, goes straight back to Guerin. Worsley's up top, skip pass. Gets it back. Guerin tries the backhand reverse whip. Or just the reverse whip, I guess backhand would be redundant. Here comes Francis running the floor. Sorry, Nungo Thompson.
Too many men now.
On the U.S.
Yep.
Came out early trying to stop the breakaway. Wasn't actually a breakaway, so there's no penalty shot. If it's a breakaway and you interfere with the player's chance to get a shot, even if he can still get a shot, but you would change what he could do with it, that can be a penalty shot.
What happens if there's no goalie in the net?
It's an automatic goal.
There you go. Just testing you. That's another goal.
Aaron Greyeyes from the outside goes 5-hole. He was envisioning no goalie in there. Just put it where I need to.
Yeah.
Through it goes, and the Iroquois get the shorthanded goal to go up 6-5.
Only 2 minutes left here. That was on the delayed penalty.
So it is technically shorthanded, but of course they were playing 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Because of that, and you see right through that 5 hole.
five-hole.
And I'll tell you, Joseph Laforme is playing with the small plastic sticks. We were talking about that, and these guys, most of these goalies have been playing. Cecil Jacobs, same thing, playing with the big woodies all summer.
And
then you switch to this,
woody stick.
Which are beautiful. You love them, but they just take away
away
the 5-hole. I think they should be removed from the game. I think everyone should have to play with a smaller stick because it would just force goalies to play the game. You and I talk to Marty O'Neill all the time. He hates the big sticks because goalies just lean on them and use them as a crutch, literally and figuratively.
It's tough to remove something that's just been a staple of the game, though, you know.
Nungo Thompson with the shot. It is. And there's the tradition and the beauty of the wood stick. I mean, there's a lot of things about the wood stick I love. And if they could make wood goalie sticks this size, I'm all for it. I just don't think the big sticks are helping the game. They're certainly not helping young goalies develop.
No.
That's our soapbox for the first quarter. I was going to say for the game, but who knows? We might get on one later.
Yeah.
U.S. on the power play still. They have another 20 seconds. They're going to have a fresh 30 as that goes off the foot of Cecil Jacobs up out of play. Fricke is up top as they go strong right on this set. No Worsley out there. We're used to seeing him out there for pretty much everything. Campbell with the pass across. The shot goes wide, picked up off the backboards, snagged nicely by Wiles, and the U.S. has another chance. They've got 2 on the penalty. Are they going to take a shot? They do. It will not hurt them. It looked like it might. As that ball coming caroming out can lead to a breakaway the other way. And Fricke had no idea. We have a timeout? No, we have a, what's that call?
I'm guessing shot clock violation. I missed the signal, though. But.
Oh, they didn't get a reset. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking there'd been a reset and they had time. But Fricke, I was just saying, didn't even seem to notice Troy Lauder hitting him. But they do notice Blaze White streaking down the middle and burying that. He is so dangerous, whether from outside or in tight like there.
Blaze White, the 6'0", 215-pound product from Akwesasne, finds his way to the net, driving the goal there to put him up by 2. It's a nice pick and roll. That's where the Iroquois are finding success, and then he splits the D. He does draw in some defenders, but by then it's way too late.
Did you notice on the fake, he throws the hard fake, pulls it back, throws another fake, but only pulled it part way back, didn't completely load it up, saw where he wanted to go, short fake, and then goes. That's a really interesting shot. But I
I
had
like
noticed
that,
he,
yeah.
he just didn't pull it all the way back to get a lot of power.
Try
He
and
was
get
like,
it a quick release.
yeah, just part way
kind
and
of
boom,
yeah.
release, and I think that fooled LaForme. Fooled me.
You get them to freeze on the first fake, and then
Gray Eyes is battered by Cameron Egan, but he's going to stick right with it. Gray Eyes is just so resilient. Oh my goodness!
what a goal!
Celebrate away, Nongo Thompson. You earned it
Yeah.
with that one. Gorgeous, and the effort from Aaron Gray Eyes to get it back, and then the beautiful sidearm pass and the sweep.
Yeah, with
Quick
dying
stick.
seconds here in this first quarter.
Yeah.
What a way to end it.
Oh, 8.3.
Yeah. Getting a nice feed.
Oh.
And just kind of got lost in no man's land was defender Drew Heisler, who had his back turned to him. And just gave a little bit too much room, and quick release again, puts it home short side, quick stick.
Oh, push in the back by Wilt. I think that's a pretty fair call. Tyler Brown will rip it, but the first quarter will come to an end with the Iroquois leading 8-5 over USA. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some analysis here on Shaw TV and laxallstars.com. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We fell a little bit short of our goal of a goal per minute. There, it's 8-5, 13 goals in 15 minutes of play. And here are some of the highlights. It wasn't just the scoring.
A couple big collisions here. It's been a physical matchup here so far in this first quarter, and then tons of goals, like you said. That one just squeaking through. But the goaltenders are making saves as well. It's not a every shot goes in type of deal by any means. But I like some of these collisions. They both are playing like it's all on the line, because it really is here at the World Junior Lacrosse Championships. And again, driving the goal was Blaze.
Blaze White.
Blaze White, the man, the myth, the legend.
And Nongo Thompson with that beauty sidearm swipe. And then the big hit there by Cameron Egan, or Cameron Wilt. So it is 8-5. I'm Steven Stamp, joined by Tanner Fetch. The Iroquois led by Tyler Brown with 2 goals and 3 assists. Blaze White with 2 goals and an assist. Nongo Thompson also with 2 goals. So a bunch of guys getting on the board. Marshall Powless with 4 assists with some lovely passing. Aaron Gray Eyes, Ethan Kennedy, a goal and an assist each. For the U.S., Michael Fricke has a pair. The other goals scored by Kobe Lensing and Nicholas Geneva and Kyle Worsley. Geneva, the first one on that, the long shot from the outside. And a couple of assists for Michael Guerin. Chatted with him before the game just to make sure, because your friend and mine, Casey Guerin, here, who's a hometown fellow with me from Peterborough, is
great guy.
They're Guerins. They always say Guerin, and so I checked with Michael, and he said, no, it's Guerin. And send a shout out, by the way, to Casey Guerin, who having some health issues again with the lung issue, the lymphos. I don't even know what it is.
I want to wish him a full recovery. He's a great guy, and he's really passionate about this sport and this game that he grew up playing and coaching and loves so much. And I look forward to having him on board next year, hopefully, and involved in some of these championships and rush games and different things like that. So
get well, friend, and we will see you soon. One of the interesting notes here, looking at the stats, the United States out shooting the Iroquois 15-12 on the scoreboard in the arena, 16-13 according to the official stats on the World Junior Lacrosse site. Go to worldjuniorlacrosse.com. You can follow along, see all the stats, keep track of all the goals. I'm impressed that they've been able to enter them all in real time and keep up with 13 goals in 15 minutes. And the Iroquois come up with first possession. The little one-hand flip pass doesn't quite connect, but Blaze White tracks it down, throws it into space, and Nongo Thompson goes and picks it up. There's Kanan Francis. Little pick coming. The U.S. fight through it. Twister right into the middle of the chest of Joseph LaForme. Ball goes all the way the length of the floor, rolls right to Cecil Jacobs. It'll be a fresh 30 for the Iroquois.
Again, some picks and rolls the Iroquois are doing so effectively.
Running the floor is Drew Heisler. Looked like he wasn't necessarily aware of the check coming, but he was able to ward it off. Ball will be picked up there by Smith. Smith lobs it up, then we come across to the near side. Winding up and letting it rip. That was Nicholas Geneva, but it didn't get through. It was blocked. Great trail check, though.
Wow.
Knocked the stick right out of the hands of Nongo Thompson, who just knocks a U.S. player over. This is a crazy physical game. Loving it. You were saying, you asked the Crook, what highlights are we going to have? Is it just the goals? And they said, oh, we're going to have some big hits. And you're like, yeah,
well,
let's
exactly
get the hits. You love the physical side. It adds so much to the game.
It
and
is.
You can see them down there. They're going after Kyle Worsley. It's pretty clear that Iroquois know that he is the man on the far side, number 13, with the flow.
Yeah, with the long hair hanging out of the helmet.
Lob pass behind, and it looked like Fricke was going to have a chance to go for a dunk attempt, but couldn't quite corral the pass. And Nongo Thompson, who is in the middle of everything, makes a long outlet pass, scooped up nicely by Ethan Kennedy to Tyler Brown. Full back twister, just reversed his hands completely, but LaForme was able to make the stop. That's pretty impressive to spin the stick around like that and get the shot off.
Totally opposite side.
Yeah.
And again, that twister shot is an effective one because the release is a little off. You cock it back and then you pull it the opposite way.
Oh, Geneva wide open on front of the crease, but didn't quite get much on the shot. It rolls to Troy Lauder. He's going to let it go. That one may have been tipped. It goes off the post and up out of play. The Iroquois possession. They lead 8-5. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. Welcome to the K+S Potash 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships, or K+S Potash Canada. We are in Saskatoon, and we are seeing a shot by Tyler Brown that is stopped by LaForme. Nice little outlet pass there. And here comes Fozzie.
Oh.
A little bit high for Berg, but he's going to track it down. Can't quite get it, though.
No.
You can just hear the collisions. It's like an offensive and defensive line at the snap of the ball in football, with the constant collisions, the banging of plastic to plastic.
Yeah. And it's those loose ball battles that the U.S. needs to win if they want to stay in this game.
There's Worsley back in his own end. The alternate captain will sprint up over center. Watched closely by Owen Martin. Throws it out along the boards. Lensing tries to get it across. There's Fricke. Big, strong guy, but he is stripped by Martin. Now we'll see the speed of these two. They can both go pretty good. Martin stopped by LaForme as Fricke was right on his back. Not sure Martin was able to get exactly what he wanted on that.
No,
pretty good shot to get off,
he didn't want to cock it back because he risked this chance of
the trail check.
Yeah, stick check. So.
It's skipping ahead to Camden Smith. He'll just slow things down, wait for his cohort. Guerin, toe drag, trying to decide what he's going to do. Dunk attempt. Doesn't get there, but he's going to go pick it up again, but he went through the crease. Slight error by Camden Smith, or he just thought, nobody else is around, we're going to lose the ball anyway, I'll just see if they notice. And they did.
Try and get away with it. You can't be the first guy to touch the ball after running through the crease or catch a pass after running through the crease.
Ball up to Tyler Brown, skips away from him, that'll be over and back. And we're going to see Josiah LaForme pick that up after getting swatted down a little bit. There's an A taped onto the jersey of Blaze White there. They're going to have to retape that at halftime, I think. It's coming off. We'll cut to the middle. Fricke has the ball. That pass is knocked down, but it still winds up in the stick of Geneva, who spins and shoots the high bouncer just a little too high. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And LaForme will just flick it behind him. And here come the Iroquois. Thompson, nice bouncer to Kennedy.
Big save,
yeah,
though.
LaForme right up on his crease. There was nowhere else for Kennedy to go. This one's scooped up and running with some wheels here is Anthony Tanzi. He's got some flow too. And he's also got a little edge to him as he just did the old flick of the stick onto Nongo Thompson's knee as he ran off. Shot by Guerin. That one's stopped by Jacobs. Bounces back up into position. Pass across and a quick release. Nice save and the huge hit by Blaze White.
Knocked him into next week with that collision.
diving attempt. Boy, these US kids have been watching the NLL because they are seeing those diving dunk attempts. And they're very close to pulling one off. They're going to be stoked if they do get one.
Yeah.
And after almost a goal a minute, 13 goals in the first 15 minutes, we've got almost 6 here without a goal here in the second quarter of this Iroquois-US game.
How many dunk attempts is too many, though? Before you, like, maybe switch it up? You know?
But if it's there, if that's what's available.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not like I don't think they've forced any. If they were forcing them, yeah, but that's almost a crease. That's great, I guess it. I thought it was too. Now, the one thing is, we actually, down in this end, I'm kind of looking through a pane of glass, so I thought maybe it was the little aura of the crease he stepped in. But the helmet comes off. You can't keep playing. That's going to be an illegal equipment penalty if he keeps going. He'll just pick it up and run off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, interference running into him.
He has no helmet on, the officials telling him, and then you decide to light him up anyway.
Yeah, Liam Nolan, you said yesterday, he's good for some PIMs.
Yeah,
he's a Saskatchewan player. And
he's a really physical player, right? That's his style of play, that's his element. And
sometimes you'll get the penalty.
Yep.
I actually thought there probably should have been a penalty on Fozzie for playing without his helmet.
And here we go, right on the right side of your screen as he's trying to get off a change, no helmet, gets blown up right there, right in front of the official, Brandon Boyle, who's staring right at it.
So the U.S. goes to the power play, trailing 8-5. And I'll tell you the one thing, you always wonder with the U.S. team, are they going to be playing field lacrosse indoors? I don't think there's any question. These guys are playing box lacrosse.
They are.
I mean, they're running pick and rolls. They're going for the dunks because they're taking what's available, and they have no hesitation to go inside.
No, they're really getting physical. They're playing this box style of game, and that's what I'm excited about.
Well, you know, and you look at their sorry to interrupt, but
no, go ahead.
Their coaching staff, Randy Fraser, who played and coached in the National Lacrosse League and is announced in the National Lacrosse League, Ryan Wheeler, who played in the NLL, Ginny Capicchione, the only woman to ever play in the National Lacrosse League. She was a goaltender, got into a game with New York.
The Saints?
I believe so. You know what? I'm gonna have to double check that. But you know, she was in the NLL as a backup. She played in the PLL. She was put in her time. There's a goal coming from that good box work right in the middle of the floor, and that is Michael Guerin burying it.
Again, Michael Guerin, he finds his way right into the box here. Again, see, he's just floating right in the middle of your screen. No one on him. Obviously, if someone was on him, that opens up some other aspect of the floor with the slide, right? Then he dishes it down low to the crease. But he had lots of time and space and makes Iroquois pay for that one on the power play.
It's 8-6 for the Iroquois. The U.S. battling in this. And you might be tempted to say, hey, you know what? This has already been a win for the U.S. to stay competitive, to battle with this team. They'd be having absolutely none of that. Here's a chance for the Iroquois right in the crease. Nice save by LaForme. The U.S. came in. They want to win this game. Maybe if they lose the game, they can look back later and be like, you know, yeah, we did some good things. It was good, but they're not thinking that in the least.
The reality of it is, Stamper, is if they do win, Iroquois automatically drop down to third place.
That's true. That's true. They'd be in the final. Canada, and assure themselves 2 shots at the Canadians if they can. Tomorrow night. Oh, big hit right by the ambient mic on the boards.
Rattled the glass.
There's got to be a mic down there, right, guys? Because there's no way that was loud enough to come up. That was loud.
Well, they're really flexible glass, so.
That's true. That was big, though. Penalty coming now to Nongo Thompson. He just ran in late after play had been blown down. They're both going to go. Anthony Tansey going with him.
Yeah, and then we got Troy Lauder again getting physical down there. Almost could have been a dead ball foul.
Yeah. So holding and roughing calls. And again, we will stay 5-on-5. The one thing with the players not going off, well, here's the play right here. The hold you can see on Thompson.
A headlock. It looks like WWE down there on the carpet.
And then the push in the face by Tansey, which is really mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, you've been held, you're frustrated, you've been dragged down, but you could have gone to the power play.
Which is way better than getting even, right?
Well, when you're getting even by giving a little push in the face, like get away from me. Like if you're gonna get even, make it worthwhile. Not that I'm advocating you give them a big
on
chop,
the power play, like, or make it worthwhile, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
I try and encourage the
on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I know, it's better, but sometimes when you're in there.
In the heat of the moment.
Yeah. I've been known to do it, so I'm not going to rip too much on somebody but just a little push isn't worth it. Oh, what a hard sidearm rip by Campbell. Goes off of Jacobs, and the U.S. gets it back. And again, they remain 5-on-5. They don't get out till the next stoppage after the 2 minutes expires. Bouncer almost got through. Tricky little play by Guerin, who scored the last goal. They can't make that pass to Fricke. And here go the Iroquois, sprinting the length of the floor. Nice finish. What a play by Roger Greyeyes. Sorry, that's Kyron Sunday. And the great play is to really protect his stick. I thought a bit of a mistake by Fricke going for the check before Greyeyes got his stick out there.
Sunday, swing and a miss. Sunday. Yeah. Again, this starts with Cecil's big save, and then the ball bounces in the corner. They break out and head the other way using all his speed. And then again, that short side.
Yeah. And you know what? It shouldn't be so hard on Fricke because he's hustling back, running with all he's got, and just trying to get a bit of the stick. He actually got on the hand.
Yeah.
Tried to mess it up, but Sunday just did such a great job of protecting it. And here's another chance, but it skips away from Marshall Powless. It will be scooped up there by Kanan Francis. Here's a drive to the net by Anderson. The ball's gone, though. Tyler Brown is there to pick it back up. He is rammed into the boards by Napolitano. Now a wrap check, then a diving chop. There's the dunk attempt. Tyler Brown dragging a man down with him. He gives him a shove. I don't know how that's not a penalty, to be honest. He grabs Kyle Worsley around the throat, around the neck, drags him to the ground and gives him a push.
Yeah.
When you've just called this. Sorry, I just pushed Tanner in the face as a penalty, which I'm fine with, but call them both.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that one on the floor was,
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you. Especially because Worsley's getting picked on.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to get him off his game. They're trying to goad him into things.
Shot clock violation, and the Iroquois will get possession. I'm not sure the U.S. were aware. Oh, that's a dangerous play by Callan Curry, coming to take that pass right at center. If he caught that a half a step earlier, he goes over and back when he gets possession there. It's good to come to the ball, come to your teammate to help, but not when you're standing right at center.
Yeah, a dangerous area.
The drive to the net, penalty coming on the hold as they just grabbed on to Kanan Francis. Wilt getting into the middle of it.
Call.
Yeah.
See, I would have liked to see that other initial one get called and this one get called, and yeah, makes sense to me. But Calvin Roseberry, the official here with the signal. But it did take away this scoring opportunity. He's trying to drive the goal. And just gets wrapped up.
You can see the grab there. There's no question about it.
It's an easy one there.
So the power play for the Iroquois, they lead 9-6. And this is, I was talking to Randy Fraser before the game, and I think we'll get a chance to see that interview later as they get the chance down on the crease. Quick stick, Blaze White. That's not even a shot, that's just a tap.
Yep.
Barely moved the stick, but he did it perfectly.
Tapped it in.
My goodness.
Tap, tap, tappy. I like it. Nice finish.
I was saying, you're going to have challenges.
Yeah.
How do you respond to them? And this is going to be a big moment. Look at that. Just so calm, so casual, so perfect.
Nice job finishing it off. Finesse. That makes it 10-6 here. LaForme's going to get some water and regroup and try and get the Americans back on track.
Blaze White's third goal of the game.
Yeah, he's definitely looking good so far in this game. And that reminds me, if you do want to make your vote for player of the game, I know it's a little bit early yet, but
your suggestion?
Yeah, your suggestion, and we
let us know on Twitter. I am at Stamplax, STAMPLAX, and you are at Fetchy, FETCHY.
Yes, sir.
Nongo Thompson. There's a rebound, diving attempt. Aaron Greyeyes, what a play! That's a beauty to extend it,
nice goal.
Full reach and tuck it home.
He sprawls out. The double eights here, down low again. No one on him. The rebound comes right to him, and he Superman flies across the crease and just tucks it far side.
Keeps the toes just outside the white line. You can see it.
Yeah.
That's perfect placement.
What a finish, spectacular goal. Those are beautiful goals, the crease dives. You don't see them that often, especially not in CLA on the concrete.
Where you're not allowed to?
Yeah. Well, your feet can stay out. And you can dive.
You can't dive towards the goalie though.
Well, you can dive horizontal like that.
Okay.
Keep your feet outside the paint though.
As long as the ball's in before your feet cross the cylinder.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Worsley with the long pass, but he gets checked as he's thrown it, and Geneva can't get there. Jacobs will kind of tease Geneva a little bit, then grab the ball and throw it ahead. I follow Fetchy. You should too. I've been following you for like an hour. Sorry
Thanks,
about that.
buddy.
I honestly thought I'd followed you ages ago. And then I was tagging you, and your name didn't autofill. I'm like, why is this not autofilling? I was like, oh, I'm not following you.
Yeah.
Oh, great trail check.
Almost started
Excellent
a brawl
effort.
up here.
I know, it was nasty. Anthony Tansey with the ball. Thought he was going to pass it. Oh, throws it behind
Both
his man.
of us with the reaction.
Yeah, that's just because he double clutched on it. And I thought he should have passed it earlier, and then he probably should have waited and passed it later. Great effort there.
Yeah, nice press.
Liam Nolan, you talked about the physical play. That's not hitting someone. That's just fighting through traffic.
Yeah. The Americans put a good press on him, but Liam Nolan, he's a strong kid too.
Kennedy to White with the hat trick already. Getting a little pick from Marshall Powless, the younger brother of Johnny Powless. There's a lot of traits with him. He's wearing an A. Tyler Brown also wearing an A, and he spins, a little lighthouse move, but can't come up with the ball. Great positioning there by Alexi Fozzie.
I don't know how that pass made it through traffic there.
I don't know. Sometimes you just wonder. Fricke backing away from Nungo Thompson. Boy, Nungo Thompson's been a nice addition. I mean, you see the scoring with Blaze White, but Thompson has been fantastic. He's a big, solid kid, too. Oh, almost picked it off, but his man gets free. And Camden Smith just missing with that shot. Shot clock expires. A little bit of a late push. Nothing too serious. That's a good non-call.
Yeah.
As Levi Tophism was just kind of finishing the play. Oh, what a catch. Gray Ice just misses. That would have been the highlight reel. Oh, he's in the crease. You can't play that. Marshall Powless behind the back. Ball gets loose. Oh, that's a...
Yeah, he caught that one with his legs sprawled out in the air. Yeah. Looked like Air Jordan logo.
Yeah. Nungo Thompson gets that one after chopping down on the stick of LaForme while he was trying to get the ball in the crease. Didn't have it in his stick, so it's okay. It was close, though. There's Anderson. Squeaks it 5-hole on LaForme. Beautiful play by the grandson of the great Gaylord Powless.
Yeah, that was your key performer to watch for today, and tallies one here on the board. Fakes that underhand sub shot and then peels around into the middle area, and again gets LaForme to bite as he cocks it back. Kind of just a little freezes the goaltender and puts it on.
We're gonna have a quick timeout here by the U.S. to try and settle things down. We'll remind you that K+S Potash Canada is proud to support a sport that is rooted in Indigenous culture. In a time of reconciliation, this truly Canadian event is representative of our country's rich and dynamic history. And SEIU West is a proud sponsor of the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Saskatoon. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch, and we talked, I was saying at Randy Fraser, I asked him about what do you do when the inevitable challenges come, when there are things don't go your way for a while in this game, because they don't have the experience, the Iroquois do, and he said, yeah, we've really got to contain ourselves. You've got to come back and just deal with that and not let it distract you. We'll see, because this is a huge moment.
And they're not out of this game by any means.
No.
Just a couple minor hiccups here, and they got to stay disciplined.
But I'll tell you, at 12-6 for the Iroquois, the next 2:29 in this period
is huge.
The final 2:29 in the first half is massive, because if the U.S. could get a couple of goals here, they're right back in. And if they give up a couple of goals, then it's getting towards being over.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one there. If the U.S. can answer back, make it 12-8, be within 4 at the half, rally the troops in the locker room, and come out strong like they did in that first quarter. They came out flying off the handles.
We are here in Saskatoon, and that reminds us that Tourism Saskatoon is a proud sponsor of the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. Very excited to be bringing you this game, and it's been an entertaining 28 minutes of lacrosse so far. And here comes Troy Lauder running the floor. Tries to make the pass through, doesn't quite connect. But they get it back, Marshall Powless, and a man all alone is Lauder, and he scores. Well,
Lauder's usually on the defensive
Yeah.
side of the floor, ends up finding himself tiptoeing along the paint there. No one around.
Well, off the face-off, he just stayed out and stayed in good position. The U.S. just lost track of him completely.
LaForme
he starts to see, you see at the top of the screen,
he was
starting
about
to run
to
back.
change and then comes back, and LaForme's like, hey guys, I could use a little help back here.
I think the U.S. defender saw him heading back up the floor, saw that it was
Assumed that he
Marshall
was leaving.
Powless.
Yeah.
Assumed he was leaving and left to go cover, and Lauder very smartly just changed direction and was wide open, 13-6 for the Iroquois. Here come the U.S. Fricke, bouncer off the foot of Jacobs, rolls all the way out to center. Here comes Callan Curry. It's a 3-on-2. Curry and Powless in the middle.
Oh, there it is. There's the two goals that
we just talked about.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one because you know the U.S. defenders in that 3-on-2 actually played that really well.
Yeah,
just,
they did.
You know, you didn't get in the way. You let Kane and Francis have the shot and just leave it up to your goalie to make the play. I actually think this is pretty good defense.
It wasn't bad. There was a nice
roll
pick
off the man. Yeah, there's the pick, but he got off, but he fought
side.
through it and gets a check here.
That pick, it created just enough of that
right?
opening. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind though what Napolitano was doing there.
The right idea.
Pretty good play.
Yeah.
You gotta take somebody.
Yeah.
And then he got to Francis, fighting through, but
it's really a game of decisions, and sometimes you make the right one, and
still
comes.
doesn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
The U.S. has it. They've got 1:40 to go, and they trail by 8. They need something. That pass right off the back.
The helmet.
Liam Nolan. Got one man staying up the floor for the Iroquois, so Napolitano is staying there to check Kane and Francis. And Napolitano is going to leave Francis alone. Now that decision I don't quite agree with. Going to pick him up. I think Napolitano was thinking someone's coming from the bench, I've got to go get him, but the more imminent threat was Francis, who has the ball. Napolitano all over him, slips to the middle. Boy, Francis is so resilient, and then he takes not a penalty for some reason. Cross-checking a dude down in the chest after the play. Not even a possession. Well, they had possession anyway.
Yeah.
Napolitano with the shot. I guess they're just saying it was, you were going to get possession anyway, we'll just keep going.
Final minute here in the second quarter.
Yeah, when we hit halftime, we will take a quick break, and then we'll be back with some highlights and some analysis of this exciting first half. That shot is blocked by Spencer Martin. Spencer Martin's been pretty quiet today. I like his game. He's a solid player.
Yeah, he is. Definitely a key player to watch for as well.
Tristan Tinker moves the ball up the floor and hands it off. There's Gray Eyes. Powless doesn't connect. 15 on the game clock, but a 4-second difference with the shot clock.
BTB behind the back.
Yeah, and Lauder trying to fight his way through and grab the ball, but couldn't get it. The U.S. have 6 seconds to try and do something. They don't take a timeout. They're going to let them run it. Worsley throws it ahead. They've got a second. They won't get the shot off. Good effort.
Yeah.
They just needed about 1.5 more seconds, and they actually may have had a good chance there. We are going to take a quick break at the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships here on Shaw TV and LatchAllStars.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the K+S Potash World Junior Lacrosse Championships. I'm Steven Stamp, he's Tanner Fetch, and it's an interesting first half of play, pretty exciting, and we're going to hear what Randy Fraser had to say about what his team needs to do and what this could mean to U.S. lacrosse to be at this tournament. Joined on the floor by Randy Fraser, head coach of the USA, and you've got a pretty diverse group of kids here who are, all we know really from up here is they're very talented, very athletic.
Yeah, we have an athletic group, very skilled lacrosse-wise, as usual with the U.S. group, inexperienced at box lacrosse.
But you do have guys who have been playing in the Colorado League, a couple of guys from Seneca playing in the First Nations League.
Yeah.
How many of your guys have played box lacrosse to any extent?
Well, I would say probably at least half of our squad has played some box lacrosse.
Yeah.
Now, some of that box lacrosse may not have been maybe at a level, a higher level, like 3D. A lot of guys have played with 3D. A lot of guys have played in Boston Box Lacrosse League. But there are a few, Seneca, and some of the guys have played US Boxla that have some excellent experience.
So when you come to a tournament like this, what are you looking to get out of it, and what kind of expectations do you come with?
Well, I mean, what we're looking to go at, it's about the boys and really the experience for the guys, and then to try to expand box lacrosse in the U.S. I told the guys that our challenge here is never has an American box lacrosse team be an Iroquois box lacrosse team, and this is a great opportunity for them. Not only for themselves, but to help grow the sport in the U.S. and everyone remembers the 1980 U.S. hockey team, and that's the kind of opportunity we have.
And people in lacrosse remember the U.S. team that beat Canada in the All-Star game
In the Heritage Cup.
in the Heritage Cup
they do,
back
yes.
a while ago.
Yes, they do. I told the guys that story. Now, that was an experienced group of very good players that had a lot of National League experience. But again, we bring to the floor the athleticism, the skill, the passion, and the desire that most American lacrosse players have, and it's just transferring those things into the box game. We're playing an experienced group tonight. I think we have the edge athletically, but they're going to have the edge experience-wise and stick skill-wise. We saw them play yesterday, some really good skills.
So the challenge when you're in that position is you're going to go through stretches where you struggle in a game with guys who aren't experienced against guys who are. I guess the key is how you bounce back from those stretches.
It is the bounce back, and it's to eliminate the mistakes. What we found last week in Seneca in the scrimmages, we hung with those teams, but when we made mistakes, especially giving up transition, not understanding or getting to the bench in time, or playing the guys coming off the bench, they bury their 1-on-0 chances.
Right. Randy Fraser with USA. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. That was Randy Fraser, the U.S. coach, with some wise words, and they're going to have to put that into place, the things he was talking about in the second half. Meanwhile, the Iroquois and number 19, Tyler Brown, need to just keep on doing what they're doing. He has 2 goals and 5 assists so far in this game. We're going to hear from him right now. Joined by Tyler Brown from the Iroquois team, and I know it's been a bit of a journey for you guys to get here. Your gear has to catch up with you, and a lot of things. But you guys are here and you're ready to play, and you got some talent on this team.
Yeah, ready to compete for sure. Always just trying to have some fun playing lacrosse. It's always a great game. It's just smiles and always just the love of the game. So I'm excited to play.
We've had a chance to hang out a little bit. I saw you play at the last night where you put together the Young Guns team, and that's some good experience. There was the one game where we were joking about it earlier today. You had 5 or 6 runners to start the game, only 8 for the game. You won the game. You guys know how to play if you're a little bit short, like it looks like you may be, but obviously the big thing is you're here, like you said, ready to compete and ready to play with a bunch of guys that, a fair number of them, but you're all going to just come together.
Yeah. I mean, it's always lacrosse, right? I've said this before. It's just coming together, gelling. You're playing lacrosse. It's simple. You just pass the ball to the open guy. You shoot when you need to shoot. It's simple. Just play lacrosse, baby. That's it.
Some of these guys on the Canada team as well. I mean, you've got some of your teammates from Wallaceburg in the summer. So what's it like suiting up for the national team against guys from your summer team?
It's lots of fun. It's always got texts going between each other. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but we always got texts going in between each other.
I took that one for you.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. You had to save me one. But you got texts going in between each other, just friendly trash talk and stuff. And he's a good player. Doss is a great player. I hope we don't match up too well against him. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lots of fun.
I mean, you and Marshall Powless were the 3rd and 1st leading scorers for your Wallaceburg team. Kyle Dawson, the 2nd leading scorer. So you had obviously a pretty friendly rivalry, but it's a rivalry.
Yeah, we had a good left side in Wallaceburg this year. It was a fun team. It was great, just a great organization to play for, and I'm excited to do work here.
What's it feel like to get to don the Iroquois colors and represent the nation?
It's always great. It gives me chills even talking about it. It's just representing your people. It's always one of the things you grow up thinking you want to do, and you get a chance to do it. It's always great.
to play Canada in the opening game, and then the U.S., and then you're hoping, obviously, for most people, I think, would expect probably an Iroquois-Canada final. The U.S. can't be taken lightly, but how are you guys approaching the tournament?
We'd look to take it one step at a time, one period at a time, even one shift. I mean, we're a new team, we're together, we're got a short bench, so we'll be using our legs, we'll be using our skill, and it'll be some good lacrosse.
Tyler Brown with the Iroquois. It's going well for Tyler Brown and the Iroquois so far. Tanner Fetch, what do you see in the second half? What do the U.S. need to do to get back into this, and what do the Iroquois need to do to stay with their lead?
Well, obviously, the Iroquois just need to keep their foot on the gas. They're playing so well right now. Obviously, the U.S., what I want to see them do is stay physical like they've been. This has been such a physical and exciting and aggressive matchup. It's been fun to watch, I'm sure, from your perspective and ours. And if the U.S. can, battle it out with these guys and start doing some of the pick and rolls and connecting on those passes where they were just off by a couple of things, maybe the loose ball battles too. But I mean, they're doing a lot of things right. So
I think a little more transition too would help the U.S. I think just getting those chances to get up the floor. We're going to go to another break. We'll be back shortly with more action from the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Saskatoon on Shaw TV and laxallstars.com. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to Saskatoon in the 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. I'm Steven Stamp, and Tanner Fetch is going to have a chat about these highlights from a very exciting second quarter.
Oh, this was a first half of excitement, to be honest with you, but here's the second quarter highlights. What a beautiful stick check there, but then a physical play to not give up on that loose ball battle, regardless stick or no stick. Huge save and a huge hit. As you see the bodies and collisions flying all over the turf all game long, and expect that to continue moving forward. Here's the Superman goal. As sprawled out was Aaron Greyeyes, who had a spectacular breakout performance yesterday and continues to put the gas on the fire. Powless with the feed, and all alone was the defender Troy Lauder in the slot to put the Iroquois up 14-6 at the end of 2 quarters. What an exciting first half that was, Stamper. I was on the edge of my seat, and I'm sure you all were at home or wherever you may be watching, because physical, the passes, the crease dives, the dunks, everything that was happening was spectacular.
It really was. We're enjoying the play, and the Iroquois starting to pull ahead a little bit. Hopefully, we're hoping the sound is good for you. I think those of you on Shaw TV, everything's cool. The webcast, I guess there was a little issue with the sound, not hearing our dulcet tones, Tanner.
Could be.
Hopefully they're back on, and I'm told, hopefully you can hear this, and I'm told there will be a copy made available to Lax All-Stars so they can put up the archive copy with sound throughout the game. So that'd be great. But hopefully everyone is enjoying themselves and enjoying the game. Remember, we have more action coming. Tomorrow night, Canada and the USA at 7:30 here, Saskatchewan time, 9:30 in the east, 6:30 on the west coast, and I believe 5:30 a.m. Is it 5:30 a.m. in Australia?
It could be. I'm not an expert at Australian time, to be honest with you.
No, it might be 1:30.
Quick math.
11 something. I think it's late morning, I believe, in Australia. So hopefully Brooke is watching. Brooke.
Yeah, she's a big fan.
She's a huge fan. A great lacrosse
She was
fan.
listening to us in Prague, listening to us here.
I had her on Boxla Beat on NL Radio and iTunes for Inside Lacrosse, as one of the female fans on the show, and just terrific. Just great fan and very nice insights. We're really looking forward to having her come to Canada and introduce her some Canadian lacrosse in person. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We've talked about that she's going to come over and we'll get her to some games, a bunch of arenas so she can see it. K+S Potash Canada is proud to support the communities where we live and work. That's why they're proud to be the title sponsor of the 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship in Saskatoon. And we are about to get back underway. You can see Michael Fricke having a chat with the official, as is David Anderson.
Cam Pilon now between the pipes for Team USA.
There you go.
5'11", about the same height as me. from down in the States, and he's looking to, well, this is going to be his debut here at the World Junior Lacrosse Championship.
It is. We'll see how he does as we get the third quarter underway. They clamp, they battle, they rotate, and Fricke pulls it out as Anderson tried to get the ball. Fricke pulled it out, but it popped into his stick. Must have gone off of an Iroquois player heading to try and pick it up. I believe Powless tried to grab it. And I don't think the physicality is going to wane here in the second half, because you just saw about 3 players give each other chops and whacks with their sticks as they just were running into position. There's a quick release. Nice attempt by Camden Smith, but he couldn't quite find his mark. He's going to track that down, can't come up with it, but Lensing does. Hands it over to Guerin. And Kennedy will try to step out, decides to pass instead, almost got it through. Lensing recovers the ball. Boy, and the chops are continuing. Levi Topham really getting the stick onto some U.S. players. And the Iroquois will come up. We'll get possession as that ball went up out of play.
There's about 10 kids racing for that ball that went into the stands. Only one could take it home.
Mesh.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was actually an adult that caught it and handed it to a little girl who's pretty excited. Oh, no. She tried to hand it to the little girl. The little boy grabbed it from her. And she is not a happy little fan.
Probably brother and sister. Now they're going to have to fight it out in the car the whole ride home.
That is not over. Ball is loose on the floor. Snagged there by Worsley, who's running through the check from Gray Eyes. And emerges and continues to run. Nongo Thompson gets him now. Bangs him into the boards. Worsley protecting the ball well. You can see why they like him so much on this U.S. lacrosse side. Wiles, pass across. Nice catch by Guerin. He had to reach to get it. Got the shot off in the twister. Time about to run out on the shot clock. That's a pretty nice catch. Doesn't mean anything because the time had run out, but that's a great grab there by Egan Mills.
Showing that athleticism there that he has.
Yeah. Kyron Sunday taking his time, then tries to hit Blaze White.
Yep.
Great defensive job by Napolitano to not lose track of his man. Now White fights his way out. There's a strip by Napolitano. Boy, that's a good athlete too. Oh, there's the shot by Marshall Powless. His first goal of the game to go with 6 assists.
Jeez, that's a lot of points.
It is.
One kid in one game, hey?
Yeah. Matching Tyler Brown, who's got 2 goals and 5 assists.
Nice.
So the 2 of them lighting it up.
And here it is. I thought Blaze White was going to get the feed, but the white jerseys were all over him, which actually created that back door from about 10 feet out. Marshall Powless hanging out all alone.
Fricke is actually up against Marshall Powless now. Fricke went, I thought maybe a little early, but he's going to get the ball. And oh no, he actually loses control. Troy Louder lost his stick and very smartly just stands in position, doesn't kick it back to Cecil Jacobs where it could have been a back end, just lets him pick it up. Powless leaves it with White, who hands it off, and there's Ethan Kennedy. Napolitano wrap check attempt, didn't quite get it. Well, there's a big hit and a penalty coming. That's Kanan Francis, got the stick up. There's a chance at the other end to capitalize. Oh, nice move by Fozzie. Doesn't connect on the pass, but it will be picked up by Napolitano. They've got 15 on the shot clock. Time to do something with the extra attacker. That's not the shot you want.
No, off angle shot.
They're going after Napolitano, who's chopping down on Marshall Powless in the crease. And Troy Louder gets after him, and that's just Louder stepping in for his teammate. Now Marshall Powless having some words, and they did not like that at all, the way he chopped down on the player in the crease.
No. Yeah, they had some words to exchange here. There's the high stick, sort of cross-check to the head area. And then it comes down, sort of an off-angle shot on the wrong side of the floor there.
So they go with 2 minutes for illegal cross-check, and here's the action at the other end.
Yeah, the whack on Powless, and this pops off.
That was close to being a high stick, which would be obviously a 5-minute major. It's the only high sticking call there is, so that's where you get the illegal cross-check. And it did get the shoulder first, and that's what you tend to, the call you tend to get. I think it was a good call. Fricke, skip pass over to Worsley. Back to Fricke to Worsley. He just lost control of it. We're going to go to Guerin now. Good defense by the Iroquois, and really getting in the way there was Kyron Sunday. Fricke just flicks it back, goes straight to Worsley. Great play behind the back. Should have shot that one because I don't think his man was ready for it. And there's a player knocked down with a rough play by Nongo Thompson.
Yeah.
Thompson's
That
going to
was
the box.
a huge
Moving
moving pick, but turned into an interference call for sure.
Topism.
A boarding, yeah.
Boarding call.
That's an all right call.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Threw him violently into the boards.
Yeah.
So on the left side of your screen, fans, there it was, the pick, almost leading with that elbow and throws him into the boards.
A little blind too. So
Yeah.
It's not,
Good call.
I mean, it's marginal. I mean, it's not an automatic, but it's definitely not a bad call.
Yep.
5-on-3, so the U.S. leaves Fricke up high as the safety outlet, safety valve, and they move in Campbell. Gets it back, shoots, stopped by Jacobs. Nice pickup by Louder, and avoids the check and the breakout pass. Napolitan or Fozzie, great job. Oh, what a catch! Great pass, lofting it through by Kyron Sunday, and Brown gets the shot but can't get it on net. The Iroquois seem to be winning the races to the loose balls at this point.
Yeah. And really,
here's a chance breaking down the floor.
yeah, the Americans are kind of getting caught with their blinders at times.
Yeah.
Where they all focus in on the ball and forget about the guy behind them.
There's Iloform, hands it off to Campbell. Guerin walks in, nobody comes to him, so he lets it rip and he goes wide. They got a fresh 30 on that one. There's still lots of time. The Iroquois come up with it after the save by Jacobs. The ball kind of just popped out of the stick there and rolled towards him. Nongo Thompson will just take his time here. Americans aren't pressing, so he's in no hurry. Move up any further, and now one player's released, Kanan Francis. Tyler Brown will feed it to him and cut to the middle. The Iroquois still short. And Thompson going for a break to get a fourth defender out there. They've got 22 seconds left in the penalty. Here comes Cameron Egan sprinting the floor, turns back, hands it off. Geneva gave it to Lensing. Tried a little hidden ball trick. We've got 5 on the shot clock. Don't take that shot. 4 righties out there for the U.S. at the moment. Here comes the Iroquois player back to make it full strength. Topism, and now he'll get the ball coming out of the box. Shot clock expires on the U.S. They thought that the Iroquois had possessed it. It was very close, but the ball never really got settled in Spencer Martin's stick.
Yeah, he didn't regain possession there, so now they will when they get awarded the ball.
Blaze White hands it off to Martin, up to Tyler Brown. Feeds through to Powless. Nice play with the behind the back, but not a lot of power on it. Decent placement, but it was the save.
Oh, I thought that was going to be worse than it was.
Fozzie stays up, gets through, gets a good shot selection off, but goes way too steep on his angle and gets up out of play.
Yeah, bounces it right in front of the goaltender. Straight down and then straight up into the mesh.
Marshall Powless, they gave him space. He's going to pass it off. Hard shot by Francis. Back out to Martin. Francis having a look at what he's got. He's going to shoot it again and scores.
Ooh,
Didn't get it the first time, but that one had eyes.
Yeah.
Beautiful snipe.
From way far outside. Again, could have fed that pick and roll to the inside, but instead sends it across, and Kanan Francis rifles one from downtown Saskatoon here at the SaskTel Centre, and that makes it 16-6 with 8:20 to go here in the third quarter. So
yeah, and hearing that the sound is good on the broadcast, so that's great.
We're back.
Happy to hear it. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. I just got a text from Steve Gubbett, actually, the president of the San Diego Seals, letting me know that there was an issue. But I don't know how long ago it was or how long it was. I'm sure they got it fixed quickly and sounds great now. So glad you can hear us. Glad to be on Shaw TV and laxallstars.com for the stream. Worsley runs into the offensive zone and will slow up. Too many?
Yep. Too many men on the floor for Iroquois. I noticed it right away, and then they tried to sneak the one guy off. Now they're trying to throw another guy back out there. That'd be 2 penalties.
I think they may have confused themselves because they did leave Nongo Thompson up the floor, as the Iroquois tend to do occasionally, is leave one player up so you force an opponent to stay up and you play 4-on-4. And that's going to be served by Levi Topism.
Yeah, they took a peek out there and noticed they only had 4 guys because one of their players was hanging down here in the offensive zone. So they threw the 5th guy out there, which ended up being the 6th attacker. And that's going to be 2 in the sin bin.
Tyler Brown out checking with the officials to see who the in-home is, and it's him. He shares a chuckle. He's asking, hey, who should be coming over to serve this? And he's like, I'll come and do it.
Yeah.
Tyler Brown
You've
will
been
get
nominated
to rest for a couple minutes. So the U.S. with a chance to get one back here. They trail 16-6. Fricke from the top, stopped by Cecil Jacobs. He's been sharp in this game. He's been lobbying to be a player to watch and get interviewed. Keeps making those face stops. We might just have to do it.
Yep. I'm a big advocate for the goaltenders, so
yeah,
we'll fit them in.
Yeah, absolutely. 16 years old, playing net for the Iroquois.
Yep.
Turned 17 in November.
Oh.
Here's a wide open breakaway. Nothing but space for Nongo Thompson. Oh, big save. Great job. Cam Pylon.
Yeah, Cam Pilon there.
Is it Pilon?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
There's a few Pilons, or a handful of Pilons from around here.
Campbell. Sidearm shot. Gets rammed down. The ball pops loose, but is picked up there by Josiah Laforme. He'll hand it off to Campbell, and the U.S. making a change late in the shot clock on this power play. 3 to shoot. They get a shot off. The ball rolls out. I'm not sure what Nongo Thompson was doing. He just kind of let that one roll by. And there's another penalty coming to the Iroquois. That's going to go out of play, but with 33 seconds left on the first penalty, now Thompson will head off.
What happens if 3rd penalty gets called?
That would be a penalty shot, my friend.
There we go. That'd be kind of exciting to see right now.
I could do with that.
Yeah. I'm sure the fans at home wouldn't complain.
A slash on Thompson. He was arguing with the official. We'll see it here. And you see here, right there.
Oh yeah, the one-handed on the top left side of your screen, one-handed tomahawk smack on the wrist.
Which is why he didn't pick the ball up, because he wanted to keep rolling.
Yeah.
So the U.S. didn't go straight to the 5-on-3. That explains why he didn't pick it up.
There you
As
go.
I was wondering, I hadn't seen the hand up yet for the official. The 5-on-3. For 33 seconds, the U.S. has to take advantage here. Lensing up top has the safety valve. Worsley. Down to Guerin, skip pass. Bouncer Geneva got away, but Worsley will have no trouble recovering it. Guerin's got a bit of room. Good triangle by the Iroquois so far. Backdoor. Oh, they tried to squeak that one through. Almost worked. There's Worsley. 5 to shoot. Bouncer misses. That's why you have the safety valve, but he was standing on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the problem there was the foot of Colby Lensing being on the other side of center when he swatted that ball. You have to have your feet in the onside position.
The U.S. not really getting the shot selection that they would like by the looks of it, kind of getting those outside shots.
Pretty good triangle positioning by the Iroquois, good movement, but yeah, it just wasn't quite connecting the way they wanted. They almost got the one through the middle.
Yeah.
But didn't quite finish that. There's a shot, almost caught Pilon by surprise.
Oh.
Beautiful play, Aaron Greyeyes. He is having himself a tournament. I like that.
Yep.
Fancy, you see that Dalen Hill running to celebrate with his teammates, ran into Fancy, who was kind of in his way, or Fozzie, sorry, in his way, and they just patted each other on the back.
Big save, some physical
Oh my goodness.
play. here at the top of your screen and flying through the air. Picks up that ball. Oh, without even touch. They're celebrating on the bench right now, and everybody's in shock and awe.
That's because everyone here is watching it up on the big screen. And my goodness, Aaron Grey Eyes is showing some athleticism.
Is that his 4th point of the night?
Maybe. Let's refresh.
Spectacular performance yesterday.
Yeah.
I like where this is going.
I do. Iroquois get possession after they score. Grey Eyes with 3 goals and an assist now.
4 points.
There's some impressive performances. I mean, Tyler Brown with 2 goals and 5 assists. Marshall Powless a goal and 6 assists. Blaze White 3 and 2. Kanan Francis has been good with 2 and 2. Nongo Thompson. Here's a chance and a finish for Kyron Sunday as he just breaks free of the pack.
Yeah.
Zips in and buries one, and the Iroquois are starting to pull away.
Yeah, I hate to say it,
don't
but
seem to have an answer.
It's starting to be a breakdown here on the American side of the ball. With the swim move and then beats 2 other defenders, twisters it into the hip pocket.
That's an incredibly athletic play by Kyron Sunday. That's gorgeous.
That initial swim was spectacular. Then 2 white jerseys close in on him, beats them.
And just kind of the elusive sidestep. It's like a running back, right? Seeing his hole and just crossing his feet to get through that space.
Yeah.
And still protecting the ball in his stick. I mean,
I like that running back reference, like cutting the gap, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there's a chance, but banging it off the post.
Yeah, the U.S. just doesn't have an
Drew
answer.
Heisler. Almost had one there. It's 18-6 for the Iroquois.
Oh, rolling behind the goaltender, no?
No, Cecil Jacobs keeps it out. Nice job of body control. His glove's in the net. That doesn't count, though.
No.
Here come the Iroquois the other way. Coming up to the final 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter here. And shake and bake action there by Kanan Francis. But Pilon equal to the task. See, there's a smart play by Brian Wiles to make sure he's on his own side of center as he catches that ball. And then he can come across so he doesn't flirt with the over and back. Wiles comes out the top, gets the pass and throws it down low to Lensing. Little double screen. That shot's not getting through though. Callan Curry with the stop. Blaze White gets it at, it just gets out of the stick of Troy Lauder. He is going hard after it though, but Pilon gets there first, makes a nice outlet pass. Comes Egan Mills. U.S. working around the perimeter, not quite finding the lane they want yet, but they're trying to create something. 3 seconds to shoot. That's a great chance, but it just pops off the stick of Geneva. Shot clock expires. Nongo Thompson will take off. Nice hand gesture, direct
signals
traffic,
to him.
and shoots just a little bit wide. It goes off of Pilon to go wide. Ball is loose and snagged there by Fozzie. Great fake.
Odd man rush.
Grey Eyes. Here they come 3-on-2. They're trying to get into their lanes. Good thinking. The pass to Worsley just gets away. And that's kind of been the story of the night for the U.S. Doing some good things, but not quite connecting as perfectly as they would like. I think it's 18-6. Well, I know it's 18-6, but I still think there's some really good signs for the U.S. in this game that they can take out of it. They're not going to feel very good about it right now, but I really do think, even though it's not a close game, there's some positives here.
Yeah, there's definitely some positives the Americans are going to take home from this. I mean, they're doing a lot of the right things. And it's tough going against a full Iroquois squad like this.
Yeah, what a difference right here in the second half of this game versus last night when they were short-staffed. Oh, hard underhand rip. That one stopped by Jacobs off the stick of Camden Smith.
See, a lot of the goalies go down on one knee now to make that save more and more often these days.
Curry leaves it for Francis, and he'll sprint off. Curry will, that is. you see that little play by Kanan Francis? He faked the pass, actually had it in the back of his stick, had to flip it over and did so. They're going to say he's in the crease though before the ball got in. Pilon got just enough of it to slow the ball down, and Francis, they're going to say, landed in the crease before it crossed the line. Francis is fired up. He's going after somebody.
Yeah.
And Aaron
Well, it looks like
Grayeyes,
it's going to
nice
be a
job
penalty.
to just stand in between them, but
Maybe we'll get another look at that.
that dive attempt with
Yeah.
the shot, I liked it.
I kind of
I'd like
thought
to see
it
the
was a
pass
goal,
right
to be
from the
honest.
beginning.
But
I did too.
he sprawls out. I think it was
it's
a goal.
yeah.
Yeah, before he touched the ground.
Yeah. Very similar to the Grayeyes play earlier where he was just sprawled out a la Superman.
Yeah.
This is a good angle, I think, to see. You can't really see when it
It's
goes
hard to
in,
see
but
from that angle.
I thought it's a goal.
Yeah. The original angle that we first looked at was a lot better.
Yeah.
Definitely clean takeoff. And
Egan and Francis both go to the box. They'll serve 2 minutes and then be released at the next stoppage and play after that time is up. So they'll be in there into the fourth quarter. As we've just got 1:39 to go here in the third frame. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch.
Yep.
We're very excited to be bringing you this K+S Potash Canada World Junior Lacrosse Championship.
There you go.
And Uncommon Fit is the official glove supplier of the K+S Potash
Jersey
Canada.
supplier.
Yeah, and glove supplier.
That's Under Armour. Oh.
That's Uncommon Fit. Are they
I don't think
Under Armour? I think they're
Uncommon.
Under Armour.
Yeah. I don't think
Uncommon
Uncommon
doesn't
Fit
make
makes gloves.
We got a bit of a typo that I should have maybe prepared a little bit better for. Under Armour, the official glove supplier of the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. There's a chance for Brian Wiles, can't quite bury it, and the Iroquois get the ball back. And here comes Kyron Sunday. The Iroquois so smooth in transition, even when they're not really pushing hard, they get up and force their opponent to be aware. There's a behind the back beauty, but Martin can't quite find the spot. One hand grab by Powless. Quick stick passing. Oh, gorgeous.
Wow.
Martin, it's a good thing he didn't score in the first one because that gave, David Anderson, that is, a chance to get it and go hard twister to the far side.
David Anderson. This was that tic-tac-toe motion. He was your key guy to watch, and this is the reason why right here, folks. Powless moves it down low to his left, and Anderson comes kind of with a little bit of a jump in the air, a little bit of a hop, and twisters it. You can see how he crosses his hands over and puts it far side on the goaltender. What a cherry on top for that goal.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
The one thing that I'm liking about this big gap in the score is that the Iroquois are getting pretty fancy and creative with
see
the
some of the
goals.
stick skills that they get to pull out
that
when,
they might otherwise hold off on. And
yeah. Tyler Brown along the far boards. Nice feed. Marshall Powless, big save. Pilon bounces straight out to Napolitano. He's going for a run to slow things down. Now they've got the trailer. They're 4-on-3. Nice pass. A grab there by Grayeyes, but not called, so I guess it's a good play. Ball bounces out into the stands, and there's a couple of green-shirted youth heading after it. And a very excited young man. Pretty cool hair. Got like 3 colors going on in that hair.
yeah, you're going to show up to the arena tomorrow with 3 colors in your hair.
At least. Shot by Tyler Brown, turned aside by Pilon. 15 seconds to go here in the third. Gets away from Powless. Shot clock is off because they got a fresh 30. There's Powless behind the back of Brown. Can't connect.
Ooh. I almost thought that was cutting through the crease there.
I think he was okay, but Powless has it. 1 second to go. They're going to run out of time. Blaze White gets the shot off. It goes in clearly after the buzzer was sounding. Still looked pretty nice.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break from this Shaw TV and laxallstars.com coverage of the K+S Potash 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. We'll be right back. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. I'm Steven Stamp, and Tanner Fetch is going to take you through some highlights from that third quarter.
Well, another exciting quarter of lacrosse action here in Saskatoon. There's a shot from Powless from downtown. Again, this little shifty shake and bake with the feet by Kane and Francis. And then the Americans do a little bit of work of their own, but flying through the air with the spectacular goal was Aaron Greyeyes with the Shaw performer goal of the game, so far at least. And then coming the other way, Cecil James loses his glove, almost loses a shoe trying to make that save as he lands on top of it.
Cecil Jacobs.
Cecil Jacobs.
You're going to make him sad.
I will not. I'll make him.
There's some fans enjoying. Hey, that's Jordan Trottier from Team Canada.
There he is.
With his family. I don't think he liked being on the screen. I think he was like, I would just like to sit there and watch. Just enjoy watching the game. The Canada players here taking it in. They came as a group to catch things.
Well, these young athletes are like celebrities to these young fans. There's
That's
one with the colored hair
yeah.
that you're talking about.
The red with the white frame
now
around there.
He's doing that little dance from Fortnite, if any of you play.
Oh, is that where it's from?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
a video game,
the
Fortnite.
dental floss, right?
Yep. Yeah, the
I did
floss.
not know that. See, I just see these things and I have no idea where they're from. I'm not.
Don't worry, I'll teach you. I'll keep you in the know, okay?
Fetchy? Follow me at StampLex. Follow Fetchy at Fetchy, F-E-T-C-H-Y.
Yep.
And if you have suggestions for the player of the game for each team, let us know. Send us on those. I'm going to check right now. Do we have any?
Yeah, I got to check too. I'm at 3%, so I'm a little worried. My phone might die before I get all your tweets in.
Plug your phone in, man.
I left my charger outside. Yeah, amateur hour.
I want to send a shout out to my partner in life and in business, Carrie Jane McMaster, one of the greatest singer-songwriters you will hear. A voice like an angel. And her second album coming out soon. It's been mixed, about to be mastered.
There you go.
Coming out. You got to come to Peterborough for the
I will.
CD release
the CD
party.
Release party.
Yeah,
will it be at Revive?
It will. No, we're going to actually have it somewhere. There's not enough room at Revive Hair Lounge. Our salon.
Yep.
The greatest environmental hair salon in all of East City and points far beyond.
There you go. Come one, come all.
Everybody, come on down and see us. Iroquois come up with possession. There's Marshall Powless. Feeds it through, and the twister again from Nongo Thompson. Didn't quite connect. Blaze White feeds it through. Boy, there's some precision passing going on by this Iroquois club.
Oh, yeah. Things
and
are
some
getting...
chopping by Tyler Brown.
Yeah.
He's going to reach
Kids
into the crease to go get it.
down there.
Is he still going?
The kids were both... There's three of them flossing. Right
come on down. If you're in the area, come to the SaskTel Centre tomorrow night for Canada and the U.S. and then Sunday night.
Yeah, that's going to be a rivalry,
looking like it'll probably Canada-Iroquois on Sunday at this point, the most likely scenario. Ball
crazier things have happened. But
that's true. Not much crazier, but Tansy comes up with it. Brown passes it ahead, caught by Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
There's a simple one for Ethan Kennedy, but a great pass by Tyler Brown.
Yeah, Ethan Kennedy comes in and watch his feet here. It's like a wide receiver in football. I'm going to use that reference here with the shuffle step, the quick feet, right when he's on top of the goaltender here. Little shake, little twist of the stick, and puts it home. Again, it's that little fake that freezes the goaltender, gets them standing still, and then it's just a nice, easy put it home. So that's 20th goal there for the Iroquois.
20-6 they lead.
Yep.
There's Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. Flirting with the over and back, but they hadn't established possession yet. That one's off the post for Troy Lauder. If you're wondering about the possession, the over back, you can get the ball and run back one zone. You can run back over center. There's Tyler Brown who buries it.
Yeah, too much time.
You're not going to stop him in that situation. No. He's deadly.
And it's all smiles down there by the Iroquois boys as they celebrate that goal. A little bit of hang on Troy Brown's cage. He likes to have it a little loose.
Yeah.
Style points.
There you go. He likes to chirp.
Yeah.
So maybe he just needs the space.
Just get the jaws moving. There he is.
What a pass by Blaze White on that one.
Yeah, the feed. Blaze White having a tremendous performance so far in this game.
Yeah,
It's hard to pick.
3 goals, 3 assists. It is. There's
Yeah.
so many. They're having such good games. Let us know who you think should be the player of the game. Maybe we go cumulative for someone who had a great game yesterday and is also playing well today.
I like the sounds of that. Yeah.
Like that
I really do.
hint?
A little hint, a little Easter egg there.
I like that. Go for your hunt. See who you think we might be talking about. And if you agree, here's a break chance. Running the floor is Ferris Berg. Scooped it up to himself. Oh, he is rammed into the boards.
That could have been worse.
Saw it coming, Liam Nolan. There's the long outlet pass. Here's Owen Martin. Oh, great body position and behind the back.
That's David Anderson once again.
Yeah, David Anderson. Why am I saying Owen Martin? Martin's 16. David Anderson is 15. And that's a beauty.
Behind the back.
Gorgeous. He's having himself a great game,
Yeah,
too.
he is. And here it is. Long feed, all alone, tiptoes, pulls the goalie.
That looks even better from that angle.
Yeah.
Sorry for the
Behind the
interjecting
back.
the sound. Oh my goodness.
What a, it just barely puts it into that.
That's an even better angle. Thanks for the replays, guys. Kudos to our camera folk here.
I was talking
on
to
Shaw
his
TV.
father yesterday, and he's torn between his hockey opportunities and his lacrosse opportunities because he's got a few different options to field. So
Well, 4th overall pick, I believe he was in the OHL draft by the London Knights, and played with the Oakville Buzz this summer, and then joined the Toronto Beaches for the playoffs in Junior A, and was actually able to help them defeat the Burlington Chiefs, the team that had drafted him and then traded him to the Beaches.
Bet you
and
they
the
regretted
first
that.
time, yes, the first time ever a number 8 seed has knocked off a number 1 seed in the OLA Junior A playoffs.
Wow.
And he was on the good side of that one. There's a little sidearm shot that comes straight back out and will be snagged again by Ethan Kennedy. Nice job by Fozzie to get right out on him. I like the game Fozzie's having today.
Yeah.
Very involved. They lose track of Sunday, but his stop comes back out to him.
It's kind of turning into a little bit of a shooting gallery here for the Iroquois team.
Yeah, we actually do have Joseph Laforme back in net for the U.S. Come in after Cam Pilon had his go.
Shots are 54-38 in favor of the Iroquois Nationals.
It just shows you that Randy Fraser talked about the stick work, the stick skills that the Iroquois have the advantage on, and they're using it. That pass is picked off nicely by Callan Curry, and all alone is Tinker. Oh, great save by Laforme. Sure, that was Roger Greyeyes. No, it was, wait a minute. Yes, it was Roger Greyeyes, I believe. Tristan Tinker wore 24 yesterday, so a couple of 24s on the Iroquois roster.
Oh, I thought that squeaked through there for a second.
Great statue move.
Yeah.
Or statue move.
Stay still.
Just stand still.
Freeze.
By Laforme and not let the ball get free. He knew it was close to trickling through.
Yeah.
Nice hustle to work through that check along the boards. Great effort by Josiah Laforme. There's a chance driving down the shoulder by Camden Smith. Ball is stopped. Sandwich on the U.S. player. And there's a wide open opportunity. Nice finish.
And puts it home.
Great play.
Yeah.
Christopher Campbell looking a little bit like David Anderson.
Josiah Laforme blew a tire out there too. He's picking up his shoe now after the collision. This loose ball scrum, it bounces loose and goes in favor of the U.S. He comes in, and I guess that's goaltender change on the Iroquois squad as well. So.
Oh yeah, we have Joey Janvier in.
Yep.
And for those of you wondering, we did talk to Joey yesterday about
Yes, we
the
did.
name, because a lot of people say Janvier. It's Janvier, like January in French. And he said, yeah, I'm from a French area. A lot of people say Janvier. I said, well, how do you like it? He said, well, I say Janvier. I said, well, that's where we're going to call you then, Joey Janvier. And
Whatever
again,
you prefer,
on the
right?
face-off, you can't go back over center before you've established that you're heading towards the other net. We can barely say these things because they're scoring again. Marshall Powless this time.
What a goal there. And again, like you said, off the face-off, you can go back and over just off the initial draw until you regain possession. There's the feed, back door, Powless all alone. Kind of jumps in the air and puts it over top of the goaltender's glove side shoulder, top corner. as he was tippy-toeing just along the crease there, but nobody around to push him in. 11 to go here in the fourth.
U.S. gets it. Worsley will go for a run. Pass across to Guerin, who rips it.
Ooh.
Nice play. And it's great to see the U.S. still fired up about taking advantage of the opportunities that they get.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely something to celebrate about. I'd definitely be getting excited with the guys as well. And there's a nice shot. Again, he gets the feed and cocks that back. You can see the weight transfer from the back leg to the front leg as he winds up and sends it right into the back of the goaltender, beating Janvier. Now that's back over. Oh, they said no. The U.S. coaches are saying.
Oh, that one-hand shovel pass doesn't quite connect.
And right now the ball bounces loose here into the corner. A little bit of a battle ensues, but the Iroquois Nationals is going to come out. 10 minutes to go, 23-8, Iroquois up over the Americans. Setting it up. Powless again gets a shot, but a shin pad save and a nice outlet pass by Cam Pilon, and the ball's going to head in the other direction for the blue and white. The backdoor, quick stick, trying to put it home is Colby Lensing, but he instead goes through the crease.
Almost worked, though. It's a
Yeah.
heck of a play by Lensing, and it's nice to see the U.S. continuing to work.
Powless with the feed. What an opportunity there. Again, trying to set it up on the offensive attack. It's Powless.
He's got 2 goals and 8 assists in this game. Hands it off to White, whose shot is stopped by Laforme. Ball is knocked away, rolling out to the top, and David Anderson will track it down. Tyler Brown lets a rep go. He's having a big game too, with 3 goals and 6 assists. 3 goals each also for Blaze White, who's added 4 assists, and David Anderson with a couple assists as well.
And put it home.
Nice play on the run.
The comeback. It's a long way to go, but
There's a long way to go, but that's a beautiful play by Maximilian Nelson.
I like that name,
Love the
Maximilian.
name Maximilian.
Yeah. Using his speed here on the outside. Nobody really around him, and he pays the price for that goal. That's what a good defender does, makes you pay when you're coming into those high scoring area. But I think it's well worth it when you put one in the back of the goal.
Yeah, he's not minding, and big goal for Nelson on the break. I mean, heck, he scored at the World Junior Lacrosse Championships, which is brought to you by K+S Potash Canada, here on Shaw TV and laxallstars.com. David Anderson with a nice play to get it ahead, but it rolls just out of reach, and here comes Worsley with speed and a 3-on-2. He's gonna go back. Oh, the shot attempt by Ferris Berg. Worsley's in the crease. They'll throw it ahead to Curry.
Now it might just be me, or it seems like the Iroquois, they're not even actually going into the bench. They're kind of hanging out in the change area and getting a little bit of an advantage on the changes.
They're not really supposed to do that.
No, and when it's 23-9,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't need the advantage. But it's off screen for most of
Oh,
you.
behind the back by Marshall Powless.
Now the Americans setting it up, coming across the restraining line and peeling around the top is Wiles. Wiles moves it across to Guerin. Now it's in the middle here. Campbell. Shot clock's about to expire. They need to get one on the goal. They do. So it's a fresh 30.
The U.S. will get it back and set things up. We're past the midway point here in the fourth quarter. I'm Stephen Stamp with Tanner Fetch. This is the K+S Potash Canada World Junior Lacrosse Championships. A lot of traffic in front, and eventually the ball pops out, and here comes a chance for Roger Grey Eyes. Nice little flip pass over to Kyron Sunday. Sorry, Nongo Thompson. Gets it to David Anderson. And Ferris Berg just ran into his own goalie there. And the U.S. defense is looking a bit tired. They've been chasing this Iroquois team around the floor all night. Shots are 64-43 for the Iroquois. Not a massive difference when you look at the score of 23-9, but
it's that fatigue that the Iroquois were showing yesterday.
Yeah.
The Americans are showing it now.
Nice job by Geneva to step down and catch that pass. Nice diving shot. Doesn't quite work out for Egan Mills. The U.S. get it back. They're going after Mills. There's topism all over him. He didn't like the Mills got in by the goalie. They're protecting Joey Janvier, but here's Kyron Sunday. Save again by Laforme. Made a few big stops for the U.S. And here comes Worsley. 3-on-2 with the man off the bench. Give and go shot. Oh, nice trail check by Levi Topism to affect the shot of Worsley. Kind of like to see Worsley get a goal here because he's been working really hard all game.
He needs one. He's earned it.
U.S. still making the changes. They've got everybody out now. Smith tosses it back to the lefties. There's Campbell handing off to Guerin. Oh, nice attempt for the 5-hole by Smith, but quick movement by Janvier to get that stop. Here comes Callan Curry. Excellent hustle by Fozzie to get back and take away his lane to the net, so the Iroquois will set up and Curran will go for a change. Curry.
Oh.
Nice attempt by Marshall Powless. What a stick. Oh, and another one by Aaron Grey Eyes. That's a beauty. Powless fighting through the check.
That's a weird ice pick.
Bit of an ice pick. Not like a physical aggressive ice pick, just a stick check ice pick. Powless hard pass, but it wasn't quite on target. Gets through anyway, and Grey Eyes goes for it. Man, that kid can do some fantastic things around the net.
Yeah, he really can. His lacrosse IQ's through the roof, and then he's flying through the air, picking up loosies. Seems like him and Powless are really gelling as well.
Oh, it really does.
Final 4 minutes here in the fourth frame.
Worsley with the ball. Going to try and work on Spencer Martin. Nice little spin move, the hard low to high, with the shrug save there by Janvier. The Iroquois get possession. Forecheck effort there by Josiah Laforme. But here's a breakout for Kyron Sunday. Oh, another big save by Laforme.
Look at Caden Francis in the penalty box. He wants them to call a timeout to get him back on the floor. Then he's like, oh, maybe he'll score. Nope. Still in the box.
They need a stoppage for him and Egan to get out. Yeah, he's saying timeout, timeout. He's still agitating for the timeout. Blaze White will step out and pick up the ball in the over and back. Now the officials blow play down.
Finally, Caden Francis gets to return to the floor.
Did they actually give it to Caden Francis calling the timeout?
Yeah, just to get him on the floor. It was, So
you can be out there for part of it. K+S Potash Canada is proud to host all the players competing at the 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship in beautiful Saskatoon. On behalf of K+S Potash Canada and all of our colleagues, welcome and enjoy the event. We're certainly enjoying the event. We've had some, we have had some comments on Twitter. Chad Fairfowl, the coach from the Quebec area, coaching down at U.S. College these days, said he's got to give props to the scoop dive BTB goal by Aaron Grey Eyes as the goal of the game, goal of the tournament. I'd say. I don't think there's much question. The kid has impressed me a ton. He's had 2 decent games. I think he's had great games. He's certainly, I can tell you, has been in the mix for player of the game. We've heard some Tyler Brown support, Marshall Powless support.
Yeah.
On the American side, we haven't heard from anyone, but
Jeff Kitts on my side of the Twitter sphere also voted for Aaron Greyeyes.
Yeah. I think if we were picking a player of the 2 games, he'd be the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much question. He's been outstanding, athletic, smart. He's been fantastic. I will point out that Marshall Powless has 2 goals and 8 assists.
Yeah, it's hard not to look at that and drop your jaw, right?
3 goals and an assist, and has been great and good, good at both ends. But Marshall Powless has played defense as well and has 10 points and just beautiful play. Here he is with the ball right now. Quick little lever pass to Brown, who gets it up to Francis. He's going to spin and go the one-hand whip shot. Doesn't connect. Kennedy's got it. Reset. I didn't think that one got through, but the refs are right down there and saw it. Around the world attempt by David Anderson. That was a beauty, just a little bit wide. Francis has it back. 16 to shoot. He muscles some space. Laforme spins and drops on the ball to keep it from creeping across the line.
Laforme's a good goaltender. I really like Laforme, his style and the saves that he's having to make.
You can see he moves pretty well. I mean, he's a bigger guy.
Yep.
But he does move quite well. He's listed at 5'10", 160 pounds. No, that's his brother Joseph. I was like, no way. 5'11", 155 pounds. Huh.
Not much bigger.
Okay.
See, I like that.
It's hard to tell, right, with the pads. That's your kind of...
I'm a 5'11" guy. Evan Kurt's a 5'11" guy.
Yeah.
That's right in our ballpark, so.
And the interesting thing, I mean, Ginny Capacchione is the goalie coach. Oh, there's a great chance. Almost, but not quite connecting there was Geneva. But they get the ball back, and they go to him again. He's on his offside. Got handcuffed by that pass. Worsley gets it back. He's going to try to step around now. He passes the sidearm to Laforme. That pass is knocked down. And I mean, Ginny Capacchione has done amazing things. She's a much smaller goaltender herself.
Yeah.
And has really put together an impressive career playing for the Kentucky Stick Horses in the NALL.
Nice. For some reason, people seem to think you have to be big to be a goalie, and it's not always the case, right? It's also
the massive pads.
That's the key. No, it's athleticism and angles and a lot of components, really.
Possession for the Iroquois. Tyler Brown will let it rip. Saved by Laforme. Oh, it trickles through. There's a bit of a cheap goal for Tyler Brown. They all count. They don't ask how, just how many.
That's exactly it. They continue to pile it on here with 1:15 to go. This one from the restraining line or just inside.
Oh,
and
that's painful to
Squeakers
watch.
pretty much bounced off both ankles there like a pinball machine. Rolls along the carpet slowly and in. So.
You just feel for Laforme there. It's 24 to 9, 1:16 to go. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. And you are watching the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships on Shaw TV and BlacksAllStars.com. Tomorrow night, 7:30 Saskatchewan time, 9:30 Eastern. We will have Canada and the U.S. in the final round robin game. There's a shot and a goal by Kanan Francis. Reminder that Al Anderson's Source for Sports is the official sports retail supplier of the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Saskatoon.
It's a great store.
I was traveling to and from with the Canadian team in the first few days when nobody else was here yet, and they were because there's a bunch of Saskatoon kids, Saskatchewan kids who are driving, and then the others were on the bus, and some of the kids would be like, "Is it okay if we don't take the bus or if we go because we want to go to Al Anderson's? We want to go to Anderson's. We want to get some stuff, get some shafts." They were all loving it. They were having a blast.
Well, they have a large selection of lacrosse gear.
Mitch Linklater on the Canadian team works there.
Yeah.
And he was in. They actually had to do a few shorts at the end, and he went and got them done. It's a great place. Go check it out.
I'm kind of thinking about the excitement of the buying the shafts and stuff like that. It'd be cool if fans could go online to the merchandise store and buy these jerseys and hats and different memorabilia from these teams.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation is with that, but
I might mention that to Chris, just see what his thoughts are, because that's.
Who?
Yeah.
Are you going to mention it too?
Chris
Fox.
Chris and the guys. Yeah, Chris Fox, who's
Chris Fox. We're going to give him a shout out. He probably wouldn't want it because he just wants to be in the background, just help coach Canada, manage the tournament. But he has put in an amazing amount of effort. That shot goes wide at the buzzer to make this a reality.
Yeah,
And
he really
we
has.
thank K+S Potash Canada, but we also thank Chris Fox and everyone else who's been involved in putting this on, and all the volunteers putting so much time and effort in. Now Thompson is jawing a little bit with some of the U.S. players. Now they're going to calm down. They'll line up and announce the players of the game. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. Thank you so much for being with us. We're going to run down the scoring for this Iroquois team. Marshall Powless, 2 goals, 9 assists. Tyler Brown, 4 goals, 6 assists. Blaze White, 3 goals, 4 assists. Kanan Francis, 3 and 3. David Anderson, 3 and 2. Aaron Greyeyes, 3 and 1. Kyron Sunday, 2 and 3. Ethan Kennedy, 2 and 2. A big night for the Iroquois.
Yeah.
The U.S. got 2 goals and 2 assists each from Michael Fricke and Michael Guerin. So the Michaels doing the job there.
Michael squared.
Michael squared.
I like it.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more from the K+S Potash Canada 2018 Junior World Lacrosse Championships. Yep. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. That's an impressive performance by the Iroquois. They were 1 goal away from matching the score from last night, actually, at 25-9.
That would have been a nice revenge match for them to bounce back like that when they have the full squad. The USA as well, they were no underdogs or pushovers, really. They battled in the trenches. They looked really good, but then again, fatigue settled in, and Iroquois just started doing what they do best, and that was playing lacrosse.
One nice thing, the U.S. did play really hard to the final buzzer, scored a couple nice late goals, and were really doing some good things there. So a lot of positives for them. Their player of the game is Michael Fricke, number 44, the big righty forward.
Yep.
On the other side, such a hard decision. Aaron Greyeyes was great again. Tyler Brown had 10 points, but it wound up being Marshall Powless with 2 goals and 9 assists, and just a lot of great lacrosse from him.
Yeah, that was one of the toughest decisions, like you said. Aaron Greyeyes had a spectacular goal, and everybody was helping out in one way or another.
Yeah.
But Marshall Powless, definitely the breadwinner on that one, because he did everything right all game long. So.
Goal of the tournament, though, to Aaron Greyeyes, and our
Hands
player
down.
of the 2 games. We're just really impressed with him.
Yeah.
Remember, tomorrow night we have Canada and the U.S. right here on Shaw Cable, or on Shaw TV and laxallstars.com here at the SaskTel Centre in Saskatoon. Tanner and I will be back with you. Sunday is the championship, also on laxallstars.com, and that will most likely be Canada and the Iroquois, but we'll see tomorrow night when Canada faces the U.S. You never know. That's it for us for tonight. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow back here at the K+S Potash Canada 2018 World Junior Lacrosse Championships.